Okay, so Michio Kaku, who's like the physics guy, is talking about something wild. He's saying that the James Webb Space Telescope found these 6 huge galaxies that shouldn't even exist, according to what scientists used to think. Basically, these galaxies are so big and old that they mess with our whole understanding of the universe. Kaku, who's a big deal in both American and Japanese physics circles and knows his stuff when it comes to both classical physics and quantum stuff, is totally on board with these crazy findings. He's not stuck in old ways of thinking. It's cool that he's speaking up about this because this is pretty big news. These galaxies are throwing a wrench in the Big Bang Theory, since they're packed with stars and formed super early, way before they should have. The people who found these galaxies are calling them universe breakers because they're turning everything we thought we knew upside down. I mean, the Big Bang Theory says the early universe was a hot mess, and it took ages for things to form. Plus, these galaxies are making stars like crazy way faster than our own Milky Way. So what does this mean? Is the universe way older than we thought, or did galaxies form way faster? Scientists are scratching their heads, trying to figure out how these things fit with what they already know. Kaku gets that some people are having a hard time with this because they're stuck on old ideas and some big-shot scientists are holding on to outdated theories. But Kaku thinks it's awesome because that's what science is all about, testing theories and finding out when they're wrong. I mean, we don't really know a whole lot about where the universe actually came from. The Big Bang Theory came from seeing that the universe is getting bigger, so scientists thought it started from one point and expanded. In the past, people had trouble thinking the universe had a start or end. The thought of an infinite universe was mind-bending. But now we have to be open to new ideas. These new galaxies are messing with what we've believed for years based on that theory. Science proves again and again the importance of rethinking and facing new possibilities. We need to check theories using what we see. People used to believe that stars and planets were in a fixed position, but now we know they are always moving. Everything's still uncertain. Today's scientists are understanding that theories can be wrong till they are tested and proven by what we observe. The Big Bang Theory came from knowing galaxies are moving away from us, but you have to remember people used to really think the Earth was flat, and they had reasons for it. Scientists thought this new telescope would prove the Big Bang, but instead, it found these weird galaxies. It reminds us that science is always changing and we have to be open to new stuff and rethink our theories. Scientists look at redshift to learn cosmic quantities. Redshift is like when a car is moving towards you, hear the sound louder, and it changes when the car is moving away. Well, it works like that with light. Physicists use redshift values to measure the vastness of space, but even tiny mistakes in those numbers can mess everything up. Are those measurements wrong, or are some just ignoring the facts? So the things we are finding in space show us scientists have to be flexible. New stuff can fight old beliefs. These galaxies prove we're still learning about the cosmos. These discoveries challenge the knowledge we had and how the galaxies exist with traditional models. Scientists like Kaku show that we are still in discovery mode, and that is great. Some scientists fight against new information. In the past, science theories were replaced with observations. This new discovery opens a path for new research. Knowing these galaxies were around so early makes us rethink how galaxies form. The rate at which stars form and how galaxies change may be revised as we get more data. We're on the verge of knowing more about the universe's history when it comes to cosmology, which goes against what we know. Kaku's POV shows the openness and flexibility towards new data that scientists should have. The scientific community relies on facts and proving results. But that will take us to places that give us brand new, mind-blowing ideas. Scientists like Kaku know that the pursuit of knowledge is a goal. We're looking for science to reshape what we know of the universe. New telescopes and instruments are just the start. We want to find all the secrets of the cosmos. We are at an exciting new chapter of field astrophysics. As we move forward, we have to remember science has drives, questions, and seeks truth. These galaxies show us humans are seeking what is a mystery. These findings are huge and affect our understanding of the universe and philosophical questions. We asked about our origins. The Big Bang helped explain how we came into existence. The James Webb Space Telescope galaxies show the universe is more ancient than we knew. Scientists have to be open-minded. Science has questions, experiments, and ideas. What we took as truth changes when we find more answers. It is uncomfortable when the skeptics question our findings, but helps us push the boundaries with knowledge. Many are eager to find the early stages of the universe. The galaxies that have been discovered early on show significant challenges with the evolution of the cosmos. The ancient galaxies may change how we understand the universe. These galaxies could totally change how we see the whole universe, which is a big deal. Kaku, this American-Japanese physicist who's into both old-school physics and quantum stuff, is really excited about it. He's not stuck in the past like some scientists and is all about these new findings. It's cool that he's speaking up about something that's kind of blowing everyone's minds. He even seems a little amused by it all, saying it's got him super curious. Basically, Kaku's always been open to fresh ideas. He admits that Einstein's relativity and Newton's laws don't explain everything. He thinks the telescope's discoveries could really shake things up, even though some other scientists are worried, fearing the Big Bang theory could be wrong. But Michio Kaku seems to be having a laugh about that. These galaxies are huge and old, like way bigger than the Milky Way, and they formed super early after the Big Bang. The astronomers call them universe breakers because they mess with what we thought we knew. The Big Bang theory says the universe was a mess at the beginning, and stuff took ages to form. But these galaxies are too big and bright to fit that story. It makes you wonder if the universe is older than we thought, or if galaxies just showed up super fast. Some scientists are having a hard time with this, and Kaku knows it. He says some old theories stick around just because certain scientists are famous, but experiments eventually prove them wrong. He says science is all about keeping those theorists honest. The truth is, we don't know much about how the universe started. The Big Bang theory came from seeing the universe expand, which led to the idea that it all started from one point. People back then couldn't imagine it having a beginning or end, but we have to think about those things. These new findings are messing with what researchers have believed for decades based on the Big Bang. But science has shown us before that we need to rethink stuff and be open to new ideas. Theories need to be proven by what we see. When Einstein was little, everyone thought everything was sitting still, but nothing is sitting still. Everything is moving super fast. We don't even know where anything is going. Scientists now realize there are some uncomfortable truths. Theories are just guesses until they're tested and proven. So, the Big Bang theory came from seeing galaxies move away from each other, which meant the universe was expanding, and discoveries like cosmic background radiation and redshift reinforced this theories. But in the past, people thought the Earth was flat and the sun revolved around us until they figure out that wasn't true anymore. So, scientists thought the telescope would prove the Big Bang theory was right, but instead, it found these crazy galaxies. It reminds us that science is always changing, and we have to be open to new stuff. Scientists use something called redshift to measure stuff in space. It's like when a car drives by and the sound changes. Light changes color when a star moves closer or farther away. So, physicists use those values to do those measurements. However, small errors can mess it up. The measurement techniques they've been using are now being looked at again, and it'll be interesting to see what they find. We need to think about these galaxies and see the errors, or just plain deny what scientists have found. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Big thanks, and see you in the next video. Space research is always changing as we learn more. New stuff often challenges what we already believe. These 6 galaxies show it again. As we keep studying, the universe will be seen as more mysterious than we know. Existing much earlier than models shows, we might have to change the concepts that we have taken for granted. It's not just weird. Science says it's a big deal in scientific progress. Scientists like Kaku shows that it's never a complete picture of what's going on, and exploration gives us more layers. Some science people might not understand it, which is common in history. Old theories can be replaced through experiments. These changes help us understand the human knowledge. New findings challenges us to unlock new areas of study. If we understand how these galaxies form, we could think differently about how galaxies form overall. Cosmic evolution and how fast stars form and how fast galaxies grow might also change. A new time might start with data, and the way we understand our history might change. Kaku is important because of evidence and ideas, no matter how disruptive they are. The importance of discovering new stuff really shows that people is open to new data. We rely data and testing to form conclusions. It makes us wonder an unexpected place will appear that will force us to rethink what we know. People like Kaku is a constant reminder that chasing knowledge never ends. Constantly we are pursuing ideas to shape the universe. The pursuit of uncovering space will never end through new telescopes, equipment, or frameworks. These recent findings are just a beginning of space. These new findings are a reminder to be curious, be skeptical, and most of all pursue the truth. Not just astronomers work on this, but others too. The puzzles give us new data, and each discovery gives a new lens to see everything. As we keep engaging questions, it encourages us to learn more about space. So much to discover and learn, and maybe with this some understanding will change. Space and time will change as well. It just began to change, and we don't know where it will take us. Thanks for discovering space and recent data. Never stop asking, exploring, and finding answers. New discoveries help us understand the complexities of space. The implications is important for our understanding and questions for philosophers and scientists. For a long time, what is the meaning and origin of the cosmos are being asked. Big Bang used to explain how, but these new things challenges the view we have. It tells us that space might be more complicated than we think. Scientists is being encouraged to open the findings. The discoveries goes beyond planets. It changes when they formed than we believed possible, and changes how we look at everything from galaxies to cosmos. As Kaku say, it's always a process to question, refine, and test. We accept as fact can change when undiscovering new data. New findings helps push the boundaries, and it requires people to skeptical. Early stages can be exciting to explore anomalies, and it means for the universe.